right, this makes me chuckle. We're talking about the security of this country. And as we look up here, we're telling people where the jewel tower is. Then we come round here a little bit, and we're telling them where the war cabinet is. That's good security, isn't it? And then just below the war cabinet, we've got WC, the toilets. So what do you think? So, you know, you terrorists, you can come over here. There's a sign here to tell you where all the jewels are being kept. And there's another sign to tell you where all the war cabinet, where they are, just that way. You just got to go that way. And the fucking Kazi. And I'll tell you what, the most important sign up there is the WC, the Kazi. Because there's nowhere to have a piss or a shit in London if you're a tourist. All right, chaps, what's happening? Looking smart today. Hey, are we earning money today, chaps? No? Don't tell fibs. I'll tell you what, they're earning more than him. All right, mate, they got me. I just wanted to show you this, you know. I just got a police officer. Mate, I've already spoke to you. These have got to be lawyers. You've got to be lawyers, mate. You know, you're a lawyer. You're a lawyer. No, what are you? What are you doing? I'm a filmmaker. What's this happening? No, seriously. Oh, so here we go. We got secret people here. This is like the Secret Service. These people in England, they don't want to tell us what they do for a living. What do you do? Make it right. No, what? Make it right. This man's saying he's a removal man. Don't look like CIA to me or something. We'll find out in New York. No one wants to say what they do for a living, especially if they got a fucking suit on. Because you bet your life, when they hear my accent, it fucks them. They don't mind me for a little bit of entertainment, but they don't want to help my kind. They don't want to help me. I find it very difficult to get budgets for the films I make. I find it very difficult to get distribution for the films I make. You know what I mean? So, nobody's going to say, I don't know what, I don't do nothing, I'm a removals man. He's in a fucking Armani suit, he ain't a removal man, we know that. Even a fucking removal man wasn't a fucking removal man. But you know in England we've got a democracy, yeah? In Israel you've got a democracy as well. So
not as well, less than England, but we wish to be democracy like England.
We are democracy. You want to be, so your democracy is less than England, but you still want to be like England?
Yes. I think,
right.
I think that most of the Israelis want to be democracy like England.
Good.
They wish to.
They wish to be, which we are looked after and run by this establishment, by the Queen, you know, who take care of us all. And we take care of them as well. But how do you feel about Vanunu?
Vanunu?
Yeah. Because Vanunu was the man who exposed Israel's nuclear weapons to the world. And he was in prison for 20 years for it.
Yes.
So are you glad he's out of prison?
Well, he was punished.
Yeah.
He made his punished, and he got free. I don't like all the
hype,
the hoo-ha that he's making.
Yeah.
I think from himself.
But do you think, as an Israeli, do you think that it's fair for Israel to have nuclear weapons, but not, say, Iran?
Yes.
We've got a scary lion. Like this woman is in control of the lion, and she has a sickle in her hand, and this is the weapon that we have been seeing, the beheading of people, the terrible things that are happening in this war between the Jews, the Muslims and the Christians. This is where our Queen lives. This is where the establishment sits. This is where the dysfunctional family that has been raping this country live. This is their abode. We've been seeing the people and the lower working class people who are on the streets. They have nothing. They have fuck all. We have no culture. Well, this gets stronger and stronger and stronger. I would like to ask the Queen for something that's been really bothering me for a long time. We have a few soldiers here. Do you want to pick them soldiers up? Do you want to pick them soldiers up, Lily? Okay. One of those soldiers just walked past, and when he looked at me, he gave me that. Fuck you too. Right. So, what this place is, nice, isn't it? They work for her, you know what I mean? They're part of her bodyguard, in her army. So, I would like to ask the Queen, in all seriousness, when she said to Paul Burrell, be careful because there are dark forces at work here, I want to know exactly what she meant by that. Because this is the head of this country. This is the head, be it the figurehead, of the Church of England. Now, if you will tell us who these dark forces are, then us as Christians, we're very good at fighting dark forces. So you tell us who the dark forces are, Your Majesty, and we'll go and get them. Okay? Let's cross the road. And yeah, we live here, you cunts. What are they going to do? Fucking run us over? Wankers. Anyway, now, don't matter fuck what you think about the Queen or her family or any of the other shit that goes with this. But there's one thing that I know, that this building was built and paid for by the lower working classes, who the upper classes call us ignorant, and on a consistent level take the piss out of us, so we're just giving them a little bit back. This is establishment. There's a strength. You know, if you look at the architecture, it's very Masonic. You know, this is very Masonic. And she was, in fact, the Queen, that is, the head of the Freemasons Ladies Association, or whatever they call it. And I believe that Prince Philip was the head of the males. And so this is how we show our power. And, you know, how, really, madam, I can't understand how you can even sleep at night when there are people on the streets and around the world and they have absolutely nothing but you. In order to be a queen, in order to be a lord, you have to believe that you have a divine right to rule over the people. Now that means that you have been given, for those of you that don't know, to put it into layman's terms, into my language and into the people's language of this country that are in the majority, it means that God has given you permission to rule over everyone. I mean, what a load of fucking bollocks, madam. And oh, please, I hope that doesn't twang your fucking suspender belt, because you have come across a lot harsher things than what I'm talking about, because you have seen and danced with the fucking devil. And I know that, and you know that, and we all know where you're going and your kind. But we don't want to go there with you, because, as I've said before, you can't fight good with evil. And this is yours. This is yours. No one else can fucking say this is theirs. This doesn't belong to the people. This belongs to you. Yes, yes, madam, this belongs to you. And if I was talking to you personally, I would really get base with you, madam, because I really don't think you're a very nice person. This is Bill Maloney, born and bred in England. Born in Lambeth Hospital, brought up in Peckham, Brixton and Lewisham. I'm one of the people that is paying towards your fucking breakfast and your dinner and all those fucking clothes you wear, while mothers weep for the deaths of their starving children. You know what I mean? We're fed up with your propaganda. People aren't believing you. And the people that work with you are pissy cunts and all, and I'm fucking angry now, so cut that little. Right, so I'm standing right outside the side gate of Buckingham Palace. When I was shooting over by the front gate, I had a police officer come up to me and said, what are you doing? And I said, I'm shooting some film, I'm a tourist. He said, you're not a tourist. And tried to make a chuckle of it with me. I said, yeah, I am, I'm a tourist, I'm just shooting a little bit of film, I'm just checking out Buckingham Palace and seeing what the coup is here. And then, and I've got the police pulling up right here now, so yeah, yes, I'm going to go and have a little chat. I just had a police car pull up and the police called me over to them and they said there was another car behind it, just parked behind it, with a couple of guys in suits, and the police officer said, hello, what are you doing? And I said, I'm just shooting some film. So the police car said, would you stay where you are, sir? in the car behind me, there are some gentlemen that are going to want to talk to you. And I said, who are they? And they said, they are police officers, sir. So they fucked off, and then the people got out of the car behind them, and a guy come over to me and he said, what's going on, sir? And I said, my name's Bill Maloney and I'm a filmmaker. And he said, right. So I gave him a little bit of the history, and he said, right. So I said, could you just come over with me and just over here? And he moved away, that he wanted to talk to me. And this police officer, in quite a middle-class accent, said to me, he said, do yourself a favour, son, and fuck off. He said, otherwise you're going to be in trouble because you're going to get it. And that's exactly what he said to me. So I'm outside now. But I'm still doing my job because I'm a filmmaker, and you know, if we're all going to be frightened of people like that, then people like me won't get the facts to you. What just happened to me, it didn't frighten me, it just made me feel a little bit edgy, because it was the way the other guy in the car, you know, the police, they fucked off, and then the other guy, the way he was looking in the car, and then as he looked at me, he went like that, and as if he was going to pull something out, but he didn't pull anything out. He just took his hand out, put it in like that as he was looking at me in the car, took his hand out, sat back, relaxed, and gave me a snidey, fucking horrible smile. So, there you go, chaps, we've had the establishment on us today. Yeah. Give them something to do, wasn't it? We just had quite a scare. As I was talking to you about the old Bill and telling you the story, when we was outside Buckingham Palace, a car came past, bought us, carried us 400 metres, Lily and I, left the cameraman, Darren, and took us just round the corner and started asking us some very, very strange questions. First of all, he asked me what column I was with. I didn't understand what he meant by column. And then he said to ask Lily what her religion was. And then what else was it he was asking, Lil?
Just asking, like, how long I've been in England, have you always lived in England, what are you doing here, what are you filming?
And I said to her, I went, Lil, say our now brown cow. And Lil went, our now brown cow. And I went to this geezer, this police officer or Secret Service officer, I went, don't tell me she ain't fucking English, mate, and don't tell me I ain't fucking English. Now, you know, we're thinking, like, what are we going to do? Should we go this way? Should we go that way? These fuckers going to pick us up again, you know what I mean? So I've just phoned the producer and I've been telling her what's happened, and she said, just get the fuck out of it. So that's what we're going to do. But that wasn't very nice, and I wouldn't say they roughed me up a little bit, but one of them said to me, you're the tough guy, and I said, I'm a lot tougher than you, mate, but you got your pals with you at the moment. So he didn't like that, and he told me, he said, fuck off, you Mick cunt. Now, okay, we're going now. Well, this makes me chuckle. We're talking about the security of this country. And as we look up here, we're telling people, lawyers, mate. Yeah? You're a lawyer? You're a lawyer? No, what are you? What do you do? I'm a filmmaker. What's this stuff? No, you seriously? Oh, so here we go. We got secret people here. This is like the Secret Service. These people in England, they don't want to tell us what they do for a living. What do you do? Make it right. No, what make it right? This man's saying he's a removal man. Don't look like sitting kept. And there's another sign to tell you where all the wall cabinet, where they are, just that way. You just got to go that way. And the fucking Kazi. And I'll tell you what, the most important sign up there is the WC, the Kazi. Because there's nowhere to have a piss or a shit in London if you're a tourist. All right, chaps, what's happening? Looking smart today. Hey, are we earning money today, chaps? People where the jewel tower is. Then we come round here a little bit. And we're telling them where the wall cabinet is. Great, that's good security, isn't it? And then just below the wall cabinet, we've got WC, the toilets. So what do you think? So, you know, you terrorists, you can come over here. There's a sign here to tell you where all the jewels are been. No, don't tell fibs. I'll tell you what, they're earning more than him. All right, mate, let's go, mate. I just wanted to show you this, you know. I just got a police officer. Mate, I've already spoke to you. These have got to be lawyers.